Good evening, everyone. This is Robert, RJL 518, welcoming you back to another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1981 Pennant race is on the air. I wanted to play this game on Sundays, but it looks like for the time being, for the next few Sundays, I won't be able to play. But that is okay. Let's get back to baseball here on Monday. Today's date is September 11th, 1981. We are at Yankee Stadium. And of course, we always have to have at least one of these games every year. And we'll probably have more than one. Today, we got the ultimate rivalry in baseball as the Boston Red Sox take on the New York Yankees. So all you Red Sox fans out there and all you Yankee fans or Yankee haters get to watch the Red Sox and the Yankees, and it is a big game tonight. The Red Sox come into this game at 54-31. The Yankees are 53-33. Right now, the Red Sox have a 1.5 game lead on the Yankees for the American League East. The Detroit Tigers, however, are very close with Cleveland and Milwaukee right behind them. In the American League West, the Oakland Athletics have a 9-win lead on California. Texas at 45 wins with the White Sox. The White Sox and Texas are now tied for third in the American League West. The Royals are still alive, and they are at 500. In the National League, in the NL East, the Philadelphia Phillies, 48-36. The Cardinals, 47-30. The Cardinals still have percentage points over the Phillies. The Pirates at 46-34. Really, only these three teams are the real effect in the NL East, as Montreal, the Mets, and the Cubs are just playing spoiler. In the NL West, 5 of the 6 teams very much alive: Dodgers, Braves, Giants, Reds, and Astros. The Dodgers still lead that division with 51 wins. Atlanta, Cincinnati, and Houston at 47 wins. San Francisco with 46 wins. There is a lot that can still happen in this month of September in the pennant race. But we got a good one tonight, as of course it's always a good one when these two arch rivals who can't stand each other are playing tonight. Steeler fan is first to join us here at Yankee Stadium, and we are all set for a game. The Yankees historically won this game. The Yankees, 4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors. The Red Sox, 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors. But let's see what Inside Pitch has to say. Are we all set for some rivalry baseball? Why not? Starting pitcher for the New York Yankees in this game was Dave Righetti. 8 wins, 4 losses, a 2.05 ERA. He only had 15 starts in 81, so he definitely gets the call here tonight. Fans here at Yankee Stadium, this place is packed for these two arch rivals, and we are all set and ready to go. Top of the first inning, as Sean 1113 joins us here at Old Yankee Stadium. Leading off for the Red Sox, second baseman Jerry Remy. And yes, we must pay a moment of silence. As we all know, the Rem Dog did pass away only about a week, a little over a week ago. So Jerry Remy is the leadoff batter here for the Red Sox. He was well loved by the team and by the fans. And of course, the Red Sox wasn't the only team he played with. He did play with the Angels and a couple of other teams. But here, we will issue a 10-second moment of silence for Jerry Remy, who did pass away recently. Thank you very much. Remy's at second base for this game. 307 average, no homers, 31 RBIs. He gets the call here. We are using blue, white, and white dice for the Yankees. They are the home team. Here we go. Top of the first, rivalry, Red Sox, Yankees. You know we have to have at least 1 or 2 of these games per season. We do. So, how fitting it is to have our first Boston, New York game in the pennant race. Righetti, 5-6. That's a possible error. Remy a 1-3, and that's going to be a fly ball to left field. And that's hit to Bobby Brown, and that's not who you want to hit to. He's in left field for the Yankees, and he has an error rating of 20, but that is a 6. It is under the 20, but it has to be an odd number on a fly out to left, so it is an even number, and that is what Remy will get, is a fly out. There will not be an error. Next batter will be right fielder Dwight Dewey Evans. 296 average, 22 homers, and 71 RBIs. Red Sox trying to stay a game and a half of the Yankees. A win here will put them 2.5 ahead. Righetti, 2-6 against a righty. That is a blank. Evans, 4-4, and that's going to be a ground out to third. And that is the second out. Next up, left fielder Jim Rice, 284 average, 17 homers, and 62 RBIs in 81. Righetti, he will make the pitch. 2-4, strikeout 5, and he got him. Yankee Stadium adds 2 to strikeouts and 2 to walks. No adjustment to home runs. Righetti goes ahead and strikes out Rice for his first strikeout of the night. Righetti had 89 of them that year. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Boston. As we go to the bottom of the first, starting pitcher for the Boston Red Sox, Dennis Eckersley. We seem to always have him with the Red Sox, and once again, he gets the call tonight. 9 wins, 8 losses, a 4.27 ERA. The last time I had Denny Eck on the mound, he actually pitched a pretty heck of a game. Bottom of the first, leading off for the Yankees, second baseman Willie Randolph. 232 average, 2 homers, and 24 RBIs that season. Eckersley will go ahead and make the pitch. 5-3, strikeout 15 is high. Randolph, a 3-1, and that's going to be a base hit right past the shortstop, and the Yankees lead off with a single. Randolph will trot down to first. Next up, center fielder Jerry Mumphrey. 307 average, 6 homers, 32 RBIs. Infield is a double play depth. Randolph does have a stealing threat, and he does get the jump, and I'm going to send him. 15 plus 2 is 17, and Gary Allenson is the Red Sox catcher, a +2. So the only way Randolph is out is on a 20. It is a 3, and Randolph pretty much gets in there standing up, as there pretty much is not a throw there on a 3. Randolph is safe at second with a stolen base. Takes away the double play. Randolph now, let's see if he gets a chance to jump to third. No. Denny Eck will make the pitch. 4-2, that's at the park. Yankee Stadium says 4-3, and that's going to be a fly ball to left field. And that will be out number 1. Randolph, a base running rating of 5, a -3 on a fly out to left. And the left fielder is Rice as a 0 arm. The only way Randolph gets to third is on a 2. A 6-6, he could be out. It is a 5. He stays put at second base. So 1 out. And that will bring up the Yankee designated hitter, Oscar Gamble. 238 average, 10 homers, and 27 RBIs. Randolph on at second. Is he going to do anything? No. Eckersley with the pitch. 5-2, that is a blank. Gamble, a 3-4, and that's going to be a single into left field for a base hit. Will that score Randolph? His base running rating is a 5. Single to left from second to home is going to be a +1, a 6, and Rice has no arm, and there's a 0 arm, and there's not going to be a throw. Randolph coming around third, he will score, and the Yankees take a quick 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. An RBI single by Gamble. Gamble will hold it first. And that will bring up the right fielder, Reggie Jackson. 237 average, 15 homers, and 54 RBIs. Infield back, a double play depth. Let's see if Gamble going to do anything. That is a 1, and he does get the jump. However, his stolen base rating is a 0, so I'm not going to do anything. Eckersley with the pitch. 5-2, blank, Jackson, 6-5, and that's going to be a fly ball to center field that will be caught by Miller, and that is out number 2. 2 men away. Next up for the Yankees, third baseman Greg Nettles, 244 average, 15 homers, and 46 RBIs. Anything on the bases? No. Eckersley does have pickoff chance. That's why we still roll. Denny Eck, 1-4, blank, Nettles, 2-6. And that's a line drive right to second. And the Rem Dog, who will go ahead and put it away as it goes right into his glove. It's a line out to second, and the inning is over. 1 run on 2 hits, a stolen base by Willie Randolph, which allowed him to come in to score. And after 1, it is already 1-0 in favor of the Yankees. As Baby joins us here at Yankee Stadium. Top of the second here. And leading off for the Red Sox will be their designated hitter, Captain Karl Yostremski, 246 average, 7 homers, and 53 RBIs that year in 81. Yaz did play in a lot of the games for Boston. Rags will pitch, 3-6 against the lefty, strikeout plus 15. Will get him. Yostremski is a 5, becomes a 15 with an extra 10 added, plus 2 is a actually, strikeout plus makes it an 18, plus 2 is 20. Yaz is out. He struck him out. Second strikeout for Rags. And now we'll see third baseman Carney Lansford. Won an MVP candidate that year in 81. 336 average, 4 homers, and 52 RBIs. Rags Righetti, 3-1, strikeout, 16, no. Lansford, 4-5, and that's going to be a ground out to third for the second out. Righetti had a pretty good year that year. Only 15 starts, but only a 2.05 ERA. Righetti was excellent in 81. First baseman Dave Stapleton is the next batter. 285 average, 10 homers, and 42 RBIs in 81. Righetti, a 5-5 against a righty. That is a blank. Stapleton, 4-2. That's a ball hit the left field. That is a 9 against the lefty. Stapleton does get the base hit, and that will be a single. Stapleton goes ahead and puts it out in the left, and he will hold at first. Next batter is the catcher, Gary Allenson, 223 average, 5 homers, and 25 RBIs in 81. Stapleton really not a stealing threat, but Righetti does have good pickoff chance, and nothing happening. Rags will make the pitch. 4-6, that's a pitcher result. Allenson a righty, a 1-10 is an automatic out. The 2 is good, and that is going to be a ground ball to short, picked up by Larry Milburn, and he's going to throw to first to get the slow Allenson, and that will retire the side. So, no runs and a hit for the Red Sox as we go to the bottom of the second. Leading off for the Yankees will be first baseman Dave Revering, 233 average, 4 homers, 17 RBIs. Let's see if Denny Eck can have a better inning here. 6-2 against the lefty. That is a blank. Revering, 4-4. That's going to be a single for Revering. That gets past the shortstop, and the Yankees again have the leadoff man on. He will hold it first, and that will bring up the catcher, Rick Cerrone, 244 average, 2 homers, and 21 RBIs. Revering really not a threat to do anything, and the Strat agrees. Eckersley will make the pitch. 5-3, strikeout 12, too high. Cerrone, a 4-6, and that's going to be a base hit to left field. Cerrone has a single. Revering's base running rating is a 2. Single to left, -2 is a 0. And left fielder Rice is a 0 arm. So Revering will not even try to go to third as Rice gets the ball in there, and he will hold at second. And second consecutive base hit given up by Deniek. Next up for the Yankees, left fielder Bobby Brown. Remember, we have September call-up, so some of these names you may not know. Bobby Brown was in left field for this game, and 226 average and 6 RBIs, only had 62 at-bats in 81. So runners at first and second, and again, Eckersley in a jam. Nobody out. Deniek with the pitch. 5-6 against a switch left. That's a blank. Brown will swing 4-4, and that's going to be a ground ball to short. Let's see if they turn the double play. 3-0-4. Second base is Remy. He has a 0. A 1-4. It's a double play. It is a 3, and they got it. Revering will go to third. Cerrone out at second. Brown out at first. 2 outs. As Uncle Dave Gardner joins us here at Yankee Stadium. Check out one of the Mount Rushmore members of this awesome hobby that we do. He is one of the best, and there is no doubt in my mind about that. So 2 outs, and the next batter for the Yankees will be, and first I gotta see, that was hold on a minute, so I gotta make sure I get it all situated, will be the shortstop, Larry Milburn. Larry Milburn, 313 average, a homer, and 12 RBIs in 81. Runner on third, Revering is there, 2 outs, 1-0 Yankees already, and nothing on the dice. Eckersley with the pitch. 6-1, strikeout 13, that's going to be too high. Milburn, a 3-1, and that's going to be a fly ball to left field. Jim Rice will get to that one, and he will make the catch. And that gets Eckersley out of the jam. No runs, 2 hits for the Yankees. They did not get any runs this time. It is 1-0 after 2 in this key pennant race matchup here in September. We go to the top of the third inning here. And leading off for the Red Sox will be their shortstop, Glenn Hoffman. 231 average, a homer, 20 RBIs in 81. Hoffman gets set and ready to go. Righetti with the pitch. The pitch from Rags. 3-6 against a righty. That's going to be a blank. Hoffman, a 5-3, and that's going to be a fly out to right. So one quick out there for the Red Sox. This wasn't supposed to be a low-scoring game historically. Center fielder Rick Miller is up next. 291 average, 2 homers, 33 RBIs. I'm pretty sure we're going to see the Red Sox and the Yankees in the playoffs. As remember, the Red Sox have a 1.5 game lead on the Yankees right now in the American League East. Rags will pitch 2-3, strikeout 14, that's high. Miller, 6-2, that is a ball hit to center field. That is a 4 against a lefty. Miller has himself a single. So another base hit for the Red Sox as Miller will go to first. And that will bring up the Rem Dog, Jerry Remy. He is 0 for 1, recently passed away, as I've said earlier. Miller on at first, infield double play depth, anything happening on the strat. And no, Miller, no strategy role. A hit and run's available, but I'm not going to call it. Miller will stay put. Righetti looking in on the Rem Dog. Pitch from Righetti. 2-3, strikeout 8, and he got him. Struck him out. Called strike 3 on Jerry Remy. Thought the ball was a little low, but the umpire says, no, you're low, and out. Go take a seat. And Remy will head back to the dugout, and there are 2 outs. And that is the 3rd strikeout for Righetti. Dewey Evans is next. He's 0 for 1. Anything on the bases? The 9 says no. Righetti will make the pitch. a 6-3 walk plus. 6 is good easily. Evans a 24 and a 20 on walks. And that is anytime pretty much a walk comes up, Evans is going to wind up on base. And that is a walk. And that is the first walk issued by Righetti. He had 38 of them in 81. The very dangerous Rice is up next, and he is 0 for 1. 2 outs. And nothing on the bases. Red Sox down 1-0. Can Jim Rice put Boston on the board? Can the Yankees catch the Red Sox? The 10-minute ticker has been very kind to Boston this year. Righetti with the pitch. 6-3. Walk plus again. That is a 6, and the bases are going to be loaded. Another walk plus, and that will load the bases. Second walk issued by Righetti, and that will bring up Yaz. Here is Captain Karl Yostremski. Yaz is 0 for 2. Yaz has no homers against lefties, so there's not going to be a home run here. But he can maybe get a big hit. A big chance for Yaz to bring in some runs. Righetti in a definite jam. That is a 20. Righetti does have a chance for pickoff. He throws to first. A 1-2 is a balk. A 3-4 is a pickoff. A 5-6 is an error. It is an 18, and Rice gets back. Now Righetti will go ahead and pitch it to Yaz. Righetti with the pitch. 6-1, strikeout plus 8, and he got him, struck him out. Strikeout number 4 for Righetti. Second time Yaz is struck out, and that will end the inning. No runs, a hit for the Red Sox. They leave them loaded as we go to the bottom of the third. That could bite Boston back in the butt if they cannot get some runs here. Bottom of the third inning coming up. Willie Randolph leads off for the Bronx Bombers. He singled his first time up. Deniek with the pitch. 2-2. That's a pitcher result. Randolph a righty. A 1 is the only way it could be an automatic out. The 7 is too high. Randolph, a 6-1. That's a ball hit to right field. That is an 11 against a righty. Randolph smacks it into the deepest corner of right field in Yankee Stadium. Randolph rounding second, heading for third. Slides, safe, triple for Willie Randolph. Randolph gets a big leadoff triple for the Yankees, and he will hold at third. Eckersley can't believe it. Randolph put it exactly where he had to. And now the batter is Mumphrey. Red Sox will call the infield in. Mumphrey is 0 for 1. 1-0 here. Yankees already lead. Anything on the strategy roll? The 12 is a no. Eckersley will make the pitch. It's a 1-4. That's a blank. Mumphrey, 1-6. That's a ball hit to right field. That is a 14 against a righty. Mumphrey goes ahead and does it right. The same thing that Randolph does. Mumphrey pounds it into right. That's going to roll around. Mumphrey heading around second. He's going to try for third. Safe, another triple. A triple for Jerry Mumphrey. Randolph, of course, comes in to score, and the Yankees now lead 2-0. Stadium cheers. Yay! Yankee haters in the chat groan. Mumphrey on at third. 2 back-to-back triples. The next batter is Gamble. Gamble got a single his first time up. The infield is still going to be in. Nothing on the bases. Deniek, he will pitch. 1-5. That is a blank. Gamble, a 2-5. And he popped that one up in the infield. That's around first base. And Stapleton's going to put it away for the out. That's a pop out to first. And that's something Eckersley kind of needed as Mumphrey stays at third. Next batter, the candy bar, Jackson of Reggie. He is 0 for 1. Infield still showing in. Nothing on the bases. Eckersley looking on. He will make the pitch. 6-4. That's a possible error. Jackson, a 2-3, and he pops that one up. That's a pop out to second base. And Remy's error rating is a 4. That's a 17. He won't make an error, and that's out number 2. Oh, Jackson pops that one up. And now here is Nettles. Nettles 0 for 1. Mumphrey on at third. Now the infield will move back. Deniek, see if anything happening on base. No, Mumphrey will stay put. Eckersley looking in on Nettles. If he can only get out of this inning by only giving up a run, he'll be lucky. Eckersley, 3-3 against the lefty. That is a blank. Nettles, 5-2, fly ball to right field. Evans will get to that one, and he will make the catch and retire the side. Probably could have been a lot worse. The Red Sox will be happy with what did happen. 1 run on 2 hits, back-to-back triples. Here at Yankee Stadium, it is 2-0 now in favor of the Bronx Bombers. Top of the 4th coming up. Leading off for the Red Sox will be Carney Lansford. Lansford is 0 for 1. Righetti looking on, pitch from Rags. And that is a 4-3 against a righted batter. That's a blank. 1-4 from Lansford, and he pops that one up. That's going to be a pop out to short, out number 1. Righetti so far doing the job. Stapleton is next, and he got a base hit his first time up. Righetti looking on, pitch coming, 2-6 against a righty. That's a blank. Stapleton with the swing, 1-3, and against the lefty, Stapleton goes ahead and bounces that one off the center field wall. That's going to be a double for Stapleton, as he now has a single and a double. And the Red Sox get a man on. Second hit of the game for Stapleton. And now falls to Allenson to see if he can move him over. Allenson is 0 for 1. Still 1 out here, top of the 4th. Nothing happening on the bases. Pedro Feliciano, Julio Lugo. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Way too young. Julio Lugo was only 45 and he died of a heart attack. That kind of scares me. Righetti will make the pitch. And that is a 3-4. That's at the park. Yankee Stadium, 2-6. And that's going to be a ground ball to short. That's taken care of by Milburn. He throws to first to get Allenson. That's out number 2. Stapleton's base running rating is a 3. A 1-3, he'll take third, and he does. A slow rolling grounder to short, and Stapleton will make it to third base. And now here is Hoffman. Hoffman is 0 for 1. 2 outs. Nothing on base. Nothing happening there. Righetti looking in on Hoffman. Getting set and ready to make the pitch. Righetti, a 4-2. That is a blank. Can Hoffman come through with a hit? 6-4. No. It's going to be a ground ball to first. And that's going to get taken by Revering. He'll take it himself and tag the bag. And once again, the Red Sox are left empty. No runs, a hit for Boston as Stapleton is stranded. And we go to the bottom of the 4th. Bottom of the 4th inning coming up. And here is Dave Revering. Revering got a base hit his first time up. He's 1 for 1. Deniek looking on and making the pitch. 6-6 against the lefty. That's a walk plus. That 8 is going to walk Revering. And Eckersley gives up a leadoff walk. That's his first walk he's issued. He had 33 of them in 81. And now we'll see Cerrone. Cerrone got a base hit as well his first time up. Infield, double play depth. And the 11 says nothing happening. Denny Eck looking on, Hall of Famer, of course, but mostly really as a closer, not as a starter. Eckersley with the pitch. 2-5. That's at the park. Yankee Stadium says 6-4, and that is going to be a star 6, and it's going to be a ground ball to short. Let's see if they turn the 2. 3-0-4. Second base, Remy has a 0 arm. A 1-4, it's a double play. It is a 5, it is not. The throw goes to second to get Revering, and that was all they're going to get, and that is the first out. Got to turn those double plays. You really do. I feel if you got a 1-4 chance, you really got to get those double plays. Next up is Brown. Brown is 0 for 1. Infield still at double play depth. Nothing on the strategy roll. Eckersley second up, getting ready to go. And the pitch from Eckersley. 3-2, and that is a blank. He's not tired. Brown will swing, 6-1, and he grounds it right back to Eckersley. Now we'll see if he turns a double play again. 3, -1, because the ball hit to a pitcher is now a -1 now. So that becomes a 2, but the infield double play depth will bring it back to a 3. Brown, a switch hitter, batting from the left side, so the shortstop is going to be pivot, which is going to be Hoffman, and he has a 0 arm. So a 1-3, it is a 1-6-3 double play. Nope, it's a 5. They don't turn it. 2 outs. The throw goes to second to get Cerrone, but Brown is safe at first on the fielder's choice again. Second straight fielder's choice. 2 men down. And now a dangerous hitter in Milburn. Milburn is 0 for 1. 2 outs now. Red Sox couldn't turn double plays. You got to do that. And that is a 5. And Brown does have the jump. 13 plus 2 is 15. And Allenson plus 2 is 17. I'm going to send him. Bobby Brown on his way to second. A 1-17, he is safe. And he slides in and he's safe on a 12. And every time I roll a D20 for a steal, even if it's really a good chance, I get nervous. Stolen base for Bobby Brown, so he'll hold at second. And now we'll check to see if the strategy roll again. And nothing happening. Now a base hit from Milburn could bring in Brown. Eckersley getting set. He'll make the pitch. 4-3. That's a range play at the park. Yankee Stadium says 2-1. That is a single plus to right field. But it is a range play, and it's up to Dewey Evans. If you're a Red Sox fan, that's who you want to hit to. His range is a 5. Can he get there in time? Yes, easily on a 1. He pretty much closes his eyes and catches that one in right blindfolded and takes away a single away from Milburn. It's a fly out to right, and the inning is over. 1 walk, couple of fielders' choices, but no hits and no errors. If that ball had fallen in, Brown automatically would have scored. It is still 2-0 Yankees after 4, as Dewey makes a great play in right. 5th inning underway. And leading off for the Bo Sox will be Rick Miller. Miller got a base hit his first time up. He is 1 for 1. Rags Righetti. He'll make the pitch. 1-6. That's a walk plus. That 7 will walk him, and Miller will go to first. So Righetti walks Miller, and again, that is the 3rd walk issued by Righetti. Miller, of course, against the lefty is a 4, but on a walk plus, it makes him a 14, and that 7 easily does it. Pretty much on a walk plus, if the D20 is a 9 or lower, it's a walk. But you can still check the stadium to see if there's any adjustment there. Next up will be Remy. Remy is 0 for 2. Infield a double play depth. And nothing happening there. Miller on it first. Rags getting set to make the pitch. It's a 5-6. That's a possible error. Remy a 1-3, and that is going to be a fly ball to left field. Left fielder is Brown. And remember, he's not who you want to hit to if you're a Yankee fan. His error rating is a 20. That's a 10. He's going to make the catch. Outnumber one. Remember, on fly balls, on flyouts and pop-outs, it has to be an odd number underneath the fielder. So even though it was a 20 for Bobby Brown, that is a 10. It's an even number. He does not make the error. And that is out number one. That's the second time he's gotten away with that. Evans is next. And Evans walked his last time up. He is 0 for 1. There were no errors in this game historically. Big Clue joins us here at Yankee Stadium. Yes, congrats to India. 8th red to win the award. Only Dodgers and Yankees have more Roddy winners. Exactly. Congratulations to Jonathan India. We're going to see a lot of that kid and as the future progresses. Anything for happening with Miller? That is a 1. He does get the jump, but I'm not going to send him. He'll stay put. Righetti will pitch to Evans. It's a 6-4. Wild pitch 4. Yes, barely. It's a wild pitch, and Miller will go to second. Wild pitch on Righetti. His wild pitch rating is a 1-4, and that 4 falls into it, and he will hold at second. And now we roll for Miller, and he'll stay put there. Righetti will make the pitch to Evans. Pitch from Rags. 5-3. Walk plus 19. Yes, that will walk Evans, because against the lefty becomes a 34, and Evans will walk again. Second walk by Evans, and now the Red Sox are in business. Here comes Rice. Rice is 0 for 1. He walked his last time up. Still double play depth. And nothing happening on the bases. Righetti will go ahead and make the pitch. Righetti looking on. Pitch from Rags. 1-2. That's a range play. Rice, a 6-4. And against the lefty, that is a possible double into right field. And the reason why it's possible, it's a range play. It's a double to right. It's up to Reggie Jackson out there. Reggie Jackson's range is a 1. You all know what happens usually on fielders with ranges of a 1. Can Rice still get the double? No, he can't. Jackson just out of his reach, barely, and that's going to be a double to right for Rice. That will score Miller. Evans' base running rating is a 4. Double to right, -1 to get to home is a 3. Jackson has a 0 arm. A 1-3 on the blue die. Evans will score. 4-5 he holds. A 6, 1, 2, or 3 on the white die. There could be an out. It is a 4-5, and he will come. It is I think 1-3. That's right. He holds at third. That's a 4. He holds at third, so he can't bring in the tying run. So Evans holds a big-time double by Jim Rice. And Miller does come in to score. And now runners at second and third. It is now 2-1. Yeah, Big BB. That always seems to happen with me when I try Steele's attempt. Exactly. Runners at second and third now. Righetti in a bit of a jam. 1 out. They're going to call the infield in, and here comes Yaz. Yaz has struck out twice. He's 0 for 2. Top of the 5th. 2-1 now. Righetti. Nothing on the... Oh, that is a 1, but I'm not going to send Evans. He stays... Actually, he has to be higher than that. So nothing happening there. Evans will hold at third. Righetti ready to make the pitch. 3-6 against the lefty. Strikeout plus 5, and he got Yaz again. Yaz goes down for the 3rd time. That's the hat trick. Yaz is struck out 3 times. That's the 5th strikeout for Righetti. And there are now 2 outs. Big time K by Righetti. And now it's up to Carney Lansford. Lansford is 0 for 2. 2 outs now. Infield is back to normal. Nothing happening on the bases. Can Rags get out of this jam? Righetti with the pitch. 2-2. Strikeout plus 14, and he got him. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Righetti gets his 6th strikeout, and he gets out of it. 1 run on 1 hit, a double, a couple of walks. And the Red Sox, because Evans could not score, he is stranded at third, and it is now 2-1. Oh, wow. Red Sox not getting the breaks as Righetti gets it done. And we go to the bottom of the 5th. And let's see, Denny X still on the mound. And it is the leadoff hitter for New York in Willie Randolph. Randolph, 2 for 2, a single and a triple. Fans here at Yankee Stadium hoping for more. Denny X with the pitch. 3-2. That is a blank. He's not tired. Randolph, 6-3, and that's a fly out to right. And he finally gets him out, and that's out number 1. 1 man down. That will bring up Mumphrey. Mumphrey got a triple also his last time up. He's now 1 for 2. Eckersley with the pitch. 2-5. That's at the park. Yankee Stadium says 1-4, and that's going to be a fly ball to right as well. And that will be caught by Evans for out number 2. Now Gamble. Gamble is 1 for 2, has a single in the game. Eckersley looking on. He'll make the pitch. 1-2. Range play. Gamble. 4-2. That's a ground ball to short. That's a range play for Hoffman. His range is a 2. And that's a 5. It'll get past him. It'll be a single for Gamble, and he will hold it first. Second hit of the night for Gamble. And now the very dangerous Reggie Jackson. Jackson is 0 for 2. Dave Little joins us here at Yankee Stadium. 2 outs, bottom of the 5th, 2-1 Yankees. The Red Sox are at this moment a game and a half ahead of the Yankees for first place in the AL East. Both the Red Sox and Yankees should make the playoffs without a problem, unless they have a complete collapse. The question is, who will join them in the American League East? Will be the Tigers or the Indians, or could somehow the Brewers still get back into that? We will see. Checking the strategy roll. Nothing. Gamble stays put. Eckersley with the pitch. 3-3 against the lefty. That is a blank. Jackson, 6-1, and he grounds it to second base. Jerry Remy will get it, and he will throw to first to retire the side. No runs, a hit for the Yankees. This is the first game of this big series between these two teams. And we at the end of 5, it is still 2-1 in favor of the Bronx Bombers. Top of the 6th coming up. And leading off for the Red Sox will be Dave Stapleton. He's 2 for 2, a single and a double. Righetti beginning to run out of batters here. He's got 5 batters left before retiring. Eckersley also has 5 batters left before fatigue. Righetti will make the pitch. 5-6. That's an error chance. Stapleton, a 1-1. That's a ground ball to short. And that's hit to Larry Milburn. His error rating is an 11. That's a 6. It goes through the wickets and right into the outfield. And that's going to be an error on Milburn. Stapleton will reach first on an E6. And that is the first error on the Yankees. They did not have any errors in this game historically. So Stapleton reaches first on an error, and Righetti can't believe it. And he looks at Milburn and says, "What? Did you forget how to play the position? Maybe I should get my cat to play shortstop or something." Infield at double play depth now. The batter will be Allenson. Allenson is 0 for 2. Stapleton really not a threat to do anything. The 5 will agree with me there. Righetti will make the pitch. 5-2 against a righty. That is a blank. Allenson, 5-6. And it's a line drive right to third. Caught by Nettles, out number 1. And a line drive to third. There, the only way he can double off Stapleton is a 1. And nope, Stapleton will get back. He won't throw it. And that is the first out. Line out to third. Nice play by Nettles. Stapleton back. The batter now is Hoffman. He's 0 for 2. Anything with Stapleton? No. Righetti looking on, ready to make the pitch. Pitch from Righetti. 3-2. Range play at the park. Yankee Stadium says 6-2. And that is a single plus to left field. So the ball is hit to left, and that is Bobby Brown. His range is a 4. Can he make the play? It is a 4, and he does. Out number 2. That took away a single plus from Hoffman. And it becomes a fly out to left. 2 down. Nice play by Brown. He may have an error rating of 20, but a range of 4 in a way kind of makes up for it. Here's Miller. Miller is 1 for 1, singled and walked. Righetti going to do anything? Let's see. And no, he'll stay. Stapleton will stay put. Yeah, no, not that Bobby Brown, big clue. Righetti with the pitch. 3-1, strikeout, and 6, and he got him. Caught looking, called strike 3 on Miller, and again the Red Sox can't do anything with it. Strikeout number 7 for Rags. No runs, no hits. There was 1 error, but the Red Sox could not take advantage of the miscue by Milburn, and it stays 2-1. As we go to the bottom of the 6th in this big game between the Bo Sox and the Bombers. Greg Nettles leads off for New York, and he is 0 for 2. Eckersley will get ready to make the pitch here in the bottom of the 6th. Eckersley, 3-3 against the lefty. That is a blank. Nettles, 2-3. And against a right-handed pitcher, that's going to be a ground out to short. And out number 1. Nettles hits lefties a little better than righties he does. Here's Revering. Revering is 1 for 1, singled and walked. Eckersley, and 4-1 against the lefty. That's a blank. Revering, 6-5, and that's going to be a ground out to short. Out number 2. And now the batter is Cerrone. Cerrone is 1 for 2, a single and a grounded out to a fielder's choice. Deniek with the pitch. 6-2 against a righty. Walk 10. Just out of reach. That's too high. Cerrone will swing 3-6, and that's a ground ball to third. Lansford will get it, and he throws to first to retire the side. And that is a 1-2-3 inning on the Red Sox, and that is the first time Eckersley had a 1-2-3 inning on the Yankees tonight. It is still 2-1 in favor of the Yankees. Righetti would sign a $10 million deal with the Giants after leaving New York. You might call it a rags to riches story. Big clue, don't be like baseball demos. Really, just don't do that. Don't be like baseball demos. Don't be like him. You know, you want to be like Mike. Don't be like Dave. Okay, you don't be like Dave at baseball demos. Just don't go. Just don't go with that. There, big clue. That's going to be a problem. Top of the 7th inning. Leading off, of course, is Jerry Remy for Boston, who recently passed away. Righetti he can face Remy, and then he will be tired. The Yankees are going to see how long he can go. Top of the 7th, 2-1 Yankees. Righetti with the pitch. 4-2, that is a blank. Remy, 4-5, and that's going to be grounded right back to Rags. He's got it, and he'll throw to first for out number 1. And now the batter is Dwight Evans. And now Righetti is tired. And they are going to let him stay in there. He's pitching very well. Remember, this is the 80s. This is the 80s, not 2021, where if a pitcher makes just one pitch, he's automatically taken out of the game. Righetti with the deal. 6-1, strikeout plus 16, he got him. Struck out Evans. He gets him on a K. And that is strikeout number 8 for Righetti. He is dealing tonight. And now here's Rice. Rice got a double his last time up. He is 1 for 2. Rags looking on and Rice. And the pitch. It's a 1-2 range play. Rice, 1-2. That's going to be a single into center field, but it's a range play for Jerry Mumphrey. His range is a 4. That's a 3. He makes the catch easily, and that retires the side as Righetti getting some pretty darn good defense. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, Take Me Out to the Ball Game, and New York, New York. I'll be right back. Don't forget, after tonight, we have the 10-minute ticker. We're only doing 2 days, as normally this would have been September 10th, but I skipped to September 11th, of course, for tonight's game. So we're only doing the 11th and the 12th. Our next game will be September 13th, and I know Steeler fan will be really, really interested in this one because we're going to the Dome. Our next matchup in the National League will be the San Francisco Giants taking on the Houston Astros. Doyle Alexander for the Giants and Bob Nepper for the Astros. It is going to be a big matchup between those two baseball teams, as right now the Giants at 46-42 and the Astros at 47-40. San Francisco, big game against the Astros to see who can get closer to the third place in the National League East. So a big matchup at the Dome. So I know Steeler fan won't miss that one. It will be San Francisco and Houston, Doyle Alexander against Bob Nepper, and that's actually a pretty darn good pitching matchup. Meanwhile, here back at Yankee Stadium, the Yankees lead 2-1. Dennis Eckersley can pitch to 2 more batters before tiring. And the question is, they're going to let him pitch? And I think the answer will be yes. Bobby Brown will lead off for the Yankees, and he is 0 for 2. Eckersley getting set and ready to make the deal. Pitch from Jeniek. 4-3. Range play at the park. Yankee Stadium 4-5. That is a ground ball to third. The ball is hit to Lansford. His range is a 3. That's a 6. It'll get by him, and that's going to go right into left field. Brown's going to have himself a single. Just out of Lansford's reach, and Brown will lead off with a base hit. So he gets on first. And now the batter is Milburn. Milburn is 0 for 2. Infield at double play depth. I am still rolling strategy. Let's see. That is a 2. Brown does get the jump. 13 plus 2 is 15. Allenson plus 2 is 17. There he goes. Brown on his way to second. A 1 to 17. He is safe. He slides. He's safe. Brown slides in there with an 11 and another stolen base for Brown. Second stolen base for him, and that puts a big run in scoring position. Dave Little, really, I'm going to have to start banning people from the chat with this stuff. Brown on at second, and let's see now if he gets another jump. And that is a 1, and he does. I'm going to say, Milburn, you know what? No. Brown could probably steal third, but I'm going to keep him at second base. Milburn hits a 313. Eckersley will make the pitch. 6-2 against the switch left. That is a blank. Milburn, 6-5, and that is going to be a ground ball to first. That's taken care of by Stapleton. That's out number 1, and Brown will move to third automatically. So now a big insurance run on third base, and the batter is Randolph. Randolph 2 for 3, a single and a triple. Infield is in, and Dennis Eckersley is now tired. And the question is, do they want him to pitch? And the answer of that is going to be no. Eckersley is coming out of the game because he is now tired. So that takes care of Eckersley. Did pretty good, though, really. Only gave up 2 runs on 7 hits. And we will see what they're going to bring in. And they're going to bring in, I think, right. Then you got a switch hitter. They're going to bring in I think they're going to bring in a righty, and they are. Coming on to pitch for the Red Sox is going to be Bob Stanley. 10 wins, 8 losses, a 3.83 ERA. Stanley becomes the second Red Sox pitcher, and he'll pitch to Willie Randolph. Of course, we know Stanley was on the mound in 1986. Of course, we all know what happened in that year, don't we? Infield is in. Stanley will pitch to Randolph, see if anything on the bases. That is a 4. Brown staying put. Stanley will make the pitch. Here it comes. Stanley, a 6-4. That is a blank. Randolph swings. 5-3. And that's going to be a ground ball to first. That's a ground ball to first. The infield is in. Bobby Brown's base running rating is a 3 with the infield in. And I'm the Yankees. I'm going to be a little aggressive. I'm going to send Brown home. Randolph on his way to first. The throw is going to come to the plate. Bobby Brown is safe on a 1, 2, or 3. The throw to the plate, and he is safe easily. Brown will score. And Randolph. And that is going to go as a single for Randolph as Brown comes in, and he will score as we send him home. And, of course, Randolph is safe at first. It is 3-1 Yankees. Stadium cheers. Yay! Yankee haters groan. RBI single by Willie Randolph. And even with good speed, Brown does come in there and slides in safely. The batter is Mumphrey. And Mumphrey is 1 for 3 with a triple. Infield now back at double play depth. Strategy roll still on. That is an 8. Randolph is still put. Stanley with the pitch. 2-4. Strikeout 20. No chance. Mumphrey 6-3. And that's going to be a fly out to left. And that is the second out. 2 outs now, and the batter will be Gamble. Gamble 2 for 3. He's got 2 singles. Nothing happening with Randolph. No, he'll stay put. Stanley will go ahead and make the pitch. It's a 5-6. That's a blank. Gamble will swing 2-5, and he popped it up in the infield around first. Stapleton's going to get into foul territory. He is going to make the catch and retire the side. 1 run on 2 hits by the Yankees as Willie Randolph on an infield in, but Bobby Brown still comes in and he scores. And after 7, it is now 3-1 in favor of the Yankees. As Jim Connell joins us here at Yankee Stadium. Top of the 8th. Leading off for the Red Sox will be Karl Yostremski. He has struck out all 3 times tonight. He has the hat trick. Righetti is tired. They're going to keep him out there and see how long he can go. Righetti with the pitch. 5-4. That's an error on a grounder. Yostremski, 6-4. That is a ground ball. Let's hit the second base. Randolph's error rating is a 6. That's a 17. He won't make the error, and he throws to first for the out. Not a good night for Yaz, being 0 for 4. It will now bring up Lansford. Lansford is 0 for 3 as well. Righetti getting set and making the pitch. 3-3. Error on a throw. Lansford 2-1, and that's going to be a base hit into center field, a single for Lansford. There won't be a throwing error because there's nobody on base, and Lansford is safe with a single. That's his first hit of the game. A chance now for Stapleton. Stapleton is 2 for 3, a single, double, and reached on an error. I'm still rolling strategy, and there is double play depth. And that is a 20. Righetti throws to first. And it is an 8. Lansford got back easily. And now Righetti will concentrate on Stapleton. Pitch. 4-1. Strikeout. 17 is way high. Stapleton 6-5. And that's going to be a fly ball to right field. Reggie Jackson gets under that. That's out number 2. Red Sox getting runners but can't get them in. Gary Allenson is the next batter, and we're going to see a pinch hitter for him. So Allenson will come out. It is the 8th inning, and this is where I can make change position players. And coming on to pinch hit and take over at catcher for the Red Sox will be Rich Gedman. He had a .288 average, so he's going to take over here at catcher. So timeout on the scorecard for position player change and ratings change. So 1 moment here. Gedman is a 2-2-2-2-4 plus 1. Okay. So Rich Gedman will take over at catcher. That's a .288 average. The Red Sox need batting average here. 2 outs. Lansford on at first. Red Sox have been stymied all night long by Righetti. Still rolling strat. That is an 8. Lansford stays put. Rags will go ahead and make the deal. 4-4. Range play. Gedman 1-5. It's a fly ball to right field. And that is hit to Jackson. His range is a 1. If you're a Red Sox fan, that's who you want it hit to. Jackson going over to get it, and he can't get it. And that is going to drop for a base hit. It's a single. Lansford's base running rating is a 4. A single to right is a +2, which makes him a 6. Jackson a 0 arm. And, of course, with 2 outs makes him actually base running ratings a 5. Lansford easily makes third. And the inning continues on a single by Gedman. Gedman with the single. And now a chance for Glenn Hoffman. And let me see what I want to do here for the Red Sox. Hoffman is at short. And they're going to keep him in their game. But that's going to be it for Dave Righetti. Righetti is going to come out of the game, and he is done. He is tired, so if it reaches a fatigue result, it could be dangerous. So Righetti is done for the game. The Yankees will go to the bullpen. And they will bring out a right-hander, and it's going to be Ron Davis. 4 wins, 5 losses, 6 saves, a 2.71 ERA. Ron Davis will pitch now for the Yankees, and he can pitch to, he can pitch to 7 batters. So a big chance here for Glenn Hoffman to try to see if he can get a run in here. Lansford on at third, Gedman on at first. There are 2 outs, top of the 8th. Strategy roll. 2, nothing happening. Davis will get set and make the pitch. And it's a 5-1. It's an automatic out. Davis gets it done. And it's a fly ball to center field. Jerry Mumphrey will trot over there, and he gloves it and puts it away. And that retires his side. No runs. 2 hits for the Red Sox. They are just not getting it done. As we go to the bottom of the 8th with the Yankees a 3-1 lead, a 3-1 lead. Bottom of the 8th inning, Reggie Jackson leads off. Jackson is 0 for 3. Red Sox will go to the bullpen. I think they'll bring on a lefty here, and they will, and it's going to be Tom Bergmeyer. 4 wins, 5 losses, 6 saves, a 2.87 ERA. There are 3 lefties coming up for the Yankees, so Tom Bergmeyer will pitch to Reggie Jackson. Jackson will bat. 3-1 Yankees. The historical score of this game was 4-1 Yankees. Bergmeyer will pitch it. 1-5 against the lefty. It's an automatic out, and it will be a ground out to short. Out number 1. Nice job by Bergmeyer to get out Jackson. Here's the dangerous Nettles. Nettles is 0 for 3. You know he's due. Bergmeyer with the pitch. 3-6. That's at the park. Yankee Stadium 3-5, and that's going to be a fly ball to right field, and Dewey will get to that one. And that is out number 2. 2 men down now for Revering. Revering is 1 for 2. Has a single and walked. Bergmeyer will go up against Revering now. 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th. Pitch from Bergmeyer. 4-3. Error on a throw. Revering 5-4. And that is going to be a ground ball to first. The ball is hit to Stapleton. His error rating is a 9. That's a 3. Bergmeyer comes over. Stapleton throws it, and that's going to be wide. Bergmeyer's range is a 5. It is a 4. He prevents it from getting past him, but that is going to be an error on the first baseman, Stapleton. It's an E3. As Revering will be safe. And that is the first error on the Red Sox. So an error allows Dave Revering to make it to first. A bad throw by Stapleton to Bergmeyer covering the bag. Bergmeyer with a 5 range, though, was allowed in the ball to keep where it's at. And now a chance for Rick Cerrone. Cerrone is 1 for 2 as well. 2 outs. Strategy rolls are off now. Bergmeyer will pitch to Cerrone. It's a 2-1. Range play at the park. Yankee Stadium 1-3. That's a fly ball to left field. That's hit to Jim Rice. His range is a 3. It is a 6. He can't get it. And that's going to drop for a base hit. It's a single for Cerrone. Revering's base running rating is a 2. Becomes a 3 with 2 outs. Single to left, -2 is a 1. Rice has a 0 arm. A 1 on the blue die. Revering will make it to third. 2-5 he holds. A 6, 1, 2, or 3 he could be out. It is a 1. He makes it. He makes it to third. That is a 3. But Cerrone, however, with the 3 on the white die and Cerrone's base running rating of 1, he will not be able to take second on the throw. So Revering goes to third, and this inning is alive. And now the batter is Bobby Brown. Brown is 1 for 2 with 2 stolen bases. And I may take him out here. I may bring in a pinch hitter, and I think I'm going to here. Brown's in left field. And I'm gonna do just that. This is the bottom of the 8th. So they're gonna go in with a righty, it looks like. Has to be the most at bats, and Piniella, I think, beats it, doesn't it? Or is it Winfield? No, it's Winfield against righties. Coming on to pinch hit for Bobby Brown is going to be Dave Winfield, and he will take over in left. He doesn't have the range, but the Yankees are going to try to go for offense here. So timeout on the scorecard for position player change. Winfield in left, let's see here. He is a 2-4-0. So here is Dave Winfield to pinch hit. 294 average, 13 homers, 68 RBIs. And Winfield will go up against Bergmeyer. There are 2 outs, 3-1. Question is, do the Red Sox want to make a pitching change? They will, as they're not going to let Bergmeyer go up against Winfield. Winfield hits lefties pretty well. So coming on to pitch now for the Red Sox will be Mark Clear to try to get 1 out here. Mark Clear, 8 wins, 3 losses, 9 saves, a 4.11 ERA as he gets the call now to pitch to Dave Winfield. Bottom of the 8th, 3-1. Yankees trying to go ahead. And see if they can get some runs here. 2 outs. Fans at Yankee Stadium on their feet. Yankee haters in the chat hoping for something good. Clear ready to make a pitch. No strategy roll. Pitch from Clear. It's a 3-6. It's a hit by pitch. The 10 is too high. Winfield swings 5-5, and against a right-handed pitcher, that's going to be a fly ball to center field. Yes, taking Bergmeyer was the right move. Fly ball to center. Miller will get to that one, and he makes the catch to retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 error, as the Yankees strand a couple of base runners. It is 3-1 in favor of the Yankees. Will we see some 9th inning magic as Midlife Crisis joins us here at Yankee Stadium? Top of the 9th inning. Leading off for the Red Sox is Rick Miller. He will bat. And let's see if the Yankees are going to go to their main closer. And they are going to, no, I think Davis may just stay in there. Let me see. Do I want to keep Davis? Let me see. No. Davis is going to come out of the game, and coming on to pitch now for the Yankees will be Dave Laroche. Rich Gossage is the closer, but Laroche, I think, lefty on lefty, makes the difference for the first 2 batters. So coming on to pitch for the Yankees is going to be Dave Laroche. 4 wins, a loss, no saves, a 2.49 ERA, but he's going to get the call here for a save attempt. So here's Dave Laroche against Rick Miller. Miller is 1 for 2. Top of the 9th. Can the Red Sox make it interesting here? 3-1 Yankees. Laroche with the pitch. 5-5. That is a blank. Miller swings 5-5. Fly ball to left field. Winfield will get to that one, and he makes the catch, out number 1. 1 out. And now the batter is Remy. Remy is 0 for 4, not having a good night tonight. Laroche will go ahead and make the pitch. It's a 6-6. That's a blank. He's not tired. Remy swings 5-6, and he chops it right back to Laroche. Laroche has got it, throws to first, out number 2. And now the batter is Dwight Evans. Evans will come on here, and he is 0 for 2. He's walked twice. Laroche is going to be taken out of the game, as Evans actually hits lefties a little better. And now the Yankees will bring in Rich, Goose, Gossage. 3 wins, 2 losses, 20 saves, a 0.77 ERA. To get a 1-out save is Rich Gossage. He will pitch to Evans. 2 outs, top of the 9th. A Yankee win here. They move to within a half game of the Red Sox. And we still got a 10-minute ticker for the 12th. Gossage gets set. He will make the pitch. It's a 5-4. That's at the park. Yankee Stadium 6-5. And that's going to be a fly ball to left field. Getting under it is Winfield. He gets to it, takes 2 steps backwards, puts out his glove. Blop. And the ball falls into it. That's your game. Yankees get the win over the Red Sox tonight, 3-1. Stadium cheers. Yay! Yankee haters, barf. Blah. A nice win for the Yankees tonight over the Red Sox. We have not seen the last of these 2 teams, as they're probably both going to make the playoffs. Final line score coming up. For the Yankees, 3 runs on 10 hits and 1 error. For the Red Sox, 1 run on 6 hits and 1 error. Dave Rags Righetti will get the win. Dennis Eckersley the loss. And Goose Gossage does pick up the 1-out save. 10-minute ticker coming right up. Don't go away, people. It is now time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball of Replay Sports. The Yankees go ahead and get that win over Boston. We have not seen the last of these 2 teams, not by a mile. September 11th, we'll start with Texas and California. We're only doing the 11th and the 12th since we did the 10th on Saturday. Texas is 756, and that's going to be 5 runs. California a 1064. That's 7 runs. That's a big win for the Angels. Cleveland at Detroit. Big series there in the AL East. Cleveland an 851, and that's 5. Tigers a 1564. That is 9. That's going to be a win for the Tigers. Baltimore at Milwaukee. Baltimore 12-16, that's 2. Milwaukee a 14-35, and that's 4. That'll be a win for the Brewers. White Sox and the Twins. White Sox very much alive. White Sox 15-54, and that is going to be 7. Minnesota a 324, and that's only going to be 2. That's going to be a win for the Chi Sox. Kansas City at Oakland, big series in the AL West. Kansas City, 7. Both teams with a 66. That means that Oakland's going to win. Kansas City, a 766 is 9, but Oakland, a 1566 is 11, and that's a win for the A's. Seattle at Toronto. Seattle, a 1446, and that is 5. Battle of 2 last place teams. Blue Jays, a 733, and that is 3. San Diego at Atlanta. Padres an 841, and that's 4. The Braves an 1145, and that's 5. That's a big win for Atlanta. They got to continue to stay with the Dodgers and the Reds, the Giants, and the Astros. Montreal and the Cubs. Montreal, 1546, and that is 6. The Cubs are 626, and that is 2. And the Expos will get a win. Dodgers and the Reds, big series there in the NL West. Dodgers, a 963, and that's going to be 7. The Reds, a 654, and that's 5. The Dodgers will beat the Reds. Giants and the Astros will have this game tomorrow night. San Francisco at Houston. Giants a 453, and that is 4. The Astros a 341, and that is 3. That's going to be a win for the Giants. Philadelphia at Pittsburgh, big series in the NL East. Philadelphia 1534, and that is 4. Pirates 426, and that's only 2. That'll be a win for the Phillies. Mets and the Cardinals. Mets a 562, and we got 6 there. The Cardinals a 1533, and that is 4. And the Mets upset the Cardinals, and I get a happy recap for my Mets. Moving on to September 12th, Texas and California. Texas 1544, and that is 5. California 711-0. That'll be a win for the Rangers. Cleveland at Detroit. Cleveland 656, and that is 5. The Tigers in 1133. That's 3. That'll be a win for the Tribe. Baltimore at Milwaukee. Baltimore 1436, and that is 4. The Brewers a 1453, and that is 6. It'll be a win for the Brew Crew. White Sox and the Twins. White Sox 1534, and that's 4 runs. Minnesota an 831, and that's 3 runs. Another win for the White Sox. Be very careful out there, Texas and California. The White Sox are now in the top 3. Boston and the Yankees. Boston an 851, and that is 5. The Yankees a 734, that's 3. And the Red Sox will take back that 1.5 game lead. Kansas City at Oakland. Kansas City 945, and that is 4. Oakland 745, and that's also 4, so we have extras there. Kansas City rolls a 3. Their clutch is a 0. Oakland rolls a 1. Their clutch is +2, which makes them a 3. It's 3-3, which makes it a tie, which means Oakland will win it as the home team wins ties in extras. Seattle at Toronto. Seattle 765. That's 7 runs. The Blue Jays are 243, and that is only 3 runs. Padres and the Braves. Padres a 513. That's going to be 0. Atlanta a 361, and that is 5. That's going to be a win for the Bravos. Expos and the Cubs. Expos a 1225, and that is 3 runs. The Cubs a 533, and that's 2 runs. That's going to be a win for the Expos. Dodgers and the Reds. Fernando Valenzuela against Tom Seaver. What a matchup that must have been. Big game here. Dodgers a 633, and that is 3 runs. But the Reds a 551, and that's going to be 4 runs, and that game belongs to the Reds. Giants and the Astros. San Francisco a 554, and that is 5 runs. But the Astros a 966, that's 9 runs, and which means tomorrow's game is the rubber game of that matchup. The Astros will win it. Philadelphia at Pittsburgh. Philadelphia 1165, that's 8 runs. The Pirates are 13-55. That's 6 runs, and the Phillies will win the game. Now, Mets and the Cardinals. Cardinals are having some issues lately. Not been getting good rolls, and losing games to my Mets is not pretty good. Mike Scott against Sorensen. Let's see. Can the Mets win another one? Mets 6-11, and that's a 0. The Cardinals are 13-22, and that's a 3, and the Cardinals will beat the Mets tonight. That is all for your 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Tomorrow will be September 13th as we will continue our 10-minute tickers, and starting tomorrow now, it will be one every 2 days until September 27th. Because remember, we play one per every 3 early in the month. Now we go to one every 2 of the month. Okay. And then, of course, the final week, it's 1 game per day. Tomorrow night's game will be at the Astrodome as the San Francisco Giants will take on the Houston Astros. Doyle Alexander against Bob Nepper, and that should be an awesome game. At least I hope it is. Big Clue, World's Worst Gamer, Baby Midlife Crisis. Jim Connell, Dave Little, Dave Gardner, Sean 1113, and Steeler Fan 1933. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out to the turnstiles. Subscribe if you've not done so. And make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. And we'll see you guys tomorrow night. It is the Yankees getting that win over the Boston Red Sox. The Yankees take the win 3-1. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. Take care.